It's 11 o'clock at night and I am now recording this video for the 4th time because technology hates me. Here's the deal, if you're making videos in any form or fashion, whether that's YouTube videos or short films or ads for brands, at some point you're going to be looking for music and sound effects. And when it comes to music and sound effects, there are a lot of options out there. I mean, on my channel alone, over the last year, you've probably heard me mention Artlist, Epidemic Sound, and Audiio.com. So what I want to do today is actually break down all three of those and let you know which one I think you should go for. And we're going to do that by looking at the 5 things that I think are most important to keep in mind when you're looking at music and sound effects. And that's the quality of the music and sound effects they have to offer, the quantity that they have to offer, how easy is it to browse their website, are there any bonus features that tip the scales in either direction, and last but not least, price. Now, the quality conversation is going to be a little bit short because honestly, Epidemic Sound, Artlist, and Audiio all have really high quality music and sound effects. I mean, I've spent a lot of time on these websites and I haven't found one that I would consider low quality. I mean, I've found plenty that weren't necessarily my cup of tea, but none that were low quality. Everything on these websites is really well produced, so you don't really have to worry about it. Now, I will say that each of these platforms kind of has their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to different genres of music. For example, if I was looking for that, I don't know, that EDM pop stuff that's way overused in YouTube videos now, I would probably go for Epidemic Sound. Same thing with hip hop, which I tend to use in my videos. Like this song right now is from Epidemic Sound. On the other hand, if I was looking for something a little bit more cinematic or maybe even some of that indie acoustic singer-songwriter stuff, I would probably look at Artlist first because I enjoy their selection of that stuff more than I do anywhere else. Now, Audiio is a little bit different. They're brand new to this scene. I just recently signed on to them. I'm still kind of feeling them out. Everything there is high quality, but I haven't really determined what their strong suit is when it comes to genres of music. But again, it's super high quality stuff, so you don't really need to worry about that part. But that kind of alludes to one of the reasons why I use 3 different places to find music and sound effects. Not all of them are the best in every single genre, so depending on what I'm looking for, I may go to Epidemic Sound or Artlist, or I might go to Audiio. Who knows? As far as quantity is concerned, Epidemic Sound definitely has the largest library of music and sound effects out of these 3, followed very closely by Artlist, and then Audiio, like I said, they're still basically brand new, they're still growing, so they've got the smallest library, but they, as well as the other 2, are constantly adding new songs and new sound effects to their library. So you don't really need to worry about that. You're not going to run out of options anytime soon. They've all got plenty for you to choose from. Now, as far as ease of use is concerned, I guess when I say ease of use, I just mean basic features, and all of these guys have it. So Epidemic Sound, Artlist, Audiio, they've all got the basic filters that you would need to narrow down your search for music or sound effects. So you've got genre, you've got mood, you've got whether you're looking for instrumentals or something with vocals, all of that basic stuff is there. And they also all have a search bar, so you can search for what you're looking for and the list of songs will pop up. They also all have playlists, but we're actually going to dive into playlists a little bit later. Now, Artlist actually has an extra filter. It's called video type. So if I was looking for, say, music for my vlog, I could go into that filter menu. I could choose vlog and a whole bunch of music would show up that is supposedly good for vlogs. Epidemic Sound has something similar. They call it categories, but instead of getting a list of songs, if I clicked on the vlog category, I would get a list of playlists, which I could then click on to get a list of songs. So it's more clicking with Epidemic Sound, and I prefer less clicking, so I'm gonna give Artlist the win there. And then Audiio has an extra filter as well called vocal. So let's say I was looking for a piece of music that actually had vocals in it. I can use that vocal filter to choose whether I want male vocals or female vocals or harmonies, which is super, super cool. I don't often look for music with vocals in it, but if I did, that filter would be very, very handy. All right, now let's talk about playlists. Now, Artlist and Epidemic Sound have a ton to choose from. I mean, you're talking playlists for different genres, for different moods, for different events, for holidays, and then you've also got playlists for different artists, and also playlists that are curated by filmmakers and YouTubers. So if you wanted to use similar music to what Peter McKinnon or Matty Hapoya use in their videos, they've both got playlists on Epidemic Sound. Audio's playlists are a little bit more bare bones. You've basically got playlists for different moods and playlists for different genres, and that's it. I'm hoping that as their library expands, so will their library of playlists, because I don't know, it'd be cool to see what different filmmakers and different YouTubers are using from Audiio. But again, they're new, they're growing, so, you know, give it time. They're getting there. The other basic thing that all three of these guys have is custom playlists. So let's say that I was creating a short film or editing a short film, and I needed to come up with a soundtrack for it. I could go to either one of these platforms, create a custom playlist for that short film, and as I'm browsing through the site and I find a piece of music that I like, I can put it into that custom playlist. Same thing with sound effects, and then when I'm done, I can go ahead and download them. Here's the problem. In all three of these, I can only download these custom playlists one file at a time, which is crazy. Like, why can't I just click one button and have the entire custom playlist come to me in a zip file? I just spent 4 hours on the site putting together an entire soundtrack, and now you're telling me I gotta spend another hour hitting the download button 867 times. I don't get it. The first person to fix this wins. And yes, I know, I'm weirdly passionate about this. I don't know why, it's just a thing. It makes no sense to me. As far as bonus features are concerned, really, Artlist and Audiio don't really have any. It's just kind of what you see is what you get. They've got all the basic stuff. It really is enough to be able to find what you need, and that's about it. Epidemic Sound, on the other hand, has two really cool bonus features that I think are worth mentioning. The first is the For Your YouTube Channel feature, which is really cool. So basically, if I have my YouTube channel linked up with my Epidemic Sound account, what'll happen is whenever I log into Epidemic Sound and go to that homepage, right there at the top will be 5 songs that Epidemic Sound thinks matches the music that's already on my YouTube channel, which is super cool. It saves me a ton of time, and if I don't like any of those songs, I can hit refresh and there'll be 5 different songs, which is, it's just awesome. The other bonus feature that is worth mentioning are stems, and stems are basically the different parts of each song. So let's say I found a song that I really, really like, but I'm looking for an instrumental, and this song only has a version that has vocals. What I can do is I can download the individual parts as separate files. So I can download the drums as one file, the melody is another file, and I can leave the vocals behind, and then I can put it all together in post, and now I've got an instrumental version of the song. And if you know what you're doing and you're really good, you could download stems from a whole bunch of different songs and then combine them in your NLE and create your own song, which is super cool. I've never done it before, feel like I should, could make a video about it. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. But yeah, Epidemic Sound wins the bonus features battle. The end. That's, I mean, it's clear, cut and dry. All right, let's talk about price. I know you find that important. I do too, if we're being honest. We'll start with Epidemic Sound. Now, they have both annual and monthly pricing, which is actually unique in this group that I'm reviewing. And they also have both a personal and a commercial plan, which is also unique. And the other unique thing is all of their plans include both music and sound effects. Now, their personal plan costs $15 a month or $144 a year, and that covers everything on the internet, basically. So social media, YouTube. If you want to do paid ads and client work and stuff like that, then you got to move on to the commercial plan, which is $49 a month or $299 a year. And if you use the link in the description, you'll get 30 days free of the plan that you choose, which is, you know, that's cool. Now, Artlist only has annual pricing, and they've got 3 different plans. They've got sound effects only for $149 a year. They've got music only for $199 a year, and then they've got music and sound effects together for $299 a year. And all 3 of those plans come with an unlimited license, so you can download as much as you want and use wherever you want, which is super, super cool. And if you sign up using the link in the description, you'll actually get 2 free months on your first year. So instead of getting 12 months, you'll get 14, which is, you know, awesome. That whole unlimited license thing that was kind of made famous by Artlist, that's kind of what put them on the map, but it's nothing compared to what Audiio is doing in the pricing department. So Audio's got 3 different plans, and they all have the unlimited license. Now, they've got their music and sound effects plan for $199 a year, and then they've got a sound effects lifetime subscription for $199, and then a music lifetime subscription for $299. Yes, I said lifetime. That means you pay once, you never pay again, and you get unlimited downloads to use wherever you want, whenever you want. Oh my God. And if you use the link in the description and use the code HOLIDAY at checkout before the end of December, you'll actually get $100 off of that lifetime music subscription. So now we're talking $199 one time for lifetime access to unlimited music downloads. I mean, what? All right, so now that we've broken all this down, which one's better? Which one should you choose? I know that's what I said I was gonna tell you, and honestly, the answer is, it depends. I mean, you guys saw that coming, right? You had to have seen that coming. Look, like I said before, I use all 3, and part of it is because each one of these platforms has their different strengths. But the other reason, to be completely honest, is I just get bored. I mean, really, I get bored. I start to feel like I've heard everything that a platform has to offer, and then I gotta move on to another one. So like right now, Artlist is kind of my first stop. If I have a project that I'm trying to build a soundtrack for, I go to Artlist and I start, going through there first. And then if I don't find anything on there, I'll go to Epidemic Sound or Audiio, but Artlist is my first stop. But inevitably, I know I'm going to start feeling like I've heard everything that Artlist has to offer. So I'll move on to Epidemic Sound and I'll kind of stick with them as my first stop until I feel like I've heard everything they have to offer. And then I'll move on to Audiio. And then by the time I get back to Artlist, everything will sound fresh again, and it'll be great. Now, I haven't done like an official review on Epidemic Sound or Audiio yet, so if you want to see that, just let me know in the comments and I'll get right on that. I have, however, done an official review of Artlist. If you want to check that out, click here. And for more tools, tips, and tricks that'll make you a better video editor, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.